good morning, and good morning. Look, I don't know about y'all, but I am ready for some medicine. This motivational Monday, but I am ready for some medicine. The Lord is faithful. Today's prescription comes from Proverbs chapter 9, verse 3. I'm sorry, verse 5. Verse 5. Come, eat my bread and drink the wine I have mixed. Come and eat my bread and drink the wine that I have mixed. And I'm telling y'all this morning, I just want to give you some motivation this morning. What he has prepared for us. Thank you, Lord, that is for us. And oftentimes, we don't really think about what God has prepared. Wisdom is calling out and it says, come eat my bread and drink the wine I have mixed. I want you to think about that this morning. Because as God has given us today, what wine and what bread has he prepared for us today? I want you to ask that question because every single day that God gives us a day, he has prepared for some things for us to come and eat and some things for us to come and drink. He's prepared. But the question is, will we come and eat? Or will we come and drink? The purpose that God has for us today, he has already provided our daily bread. And the question is not about if the bread is provided, if the drink is there. The question is, will I go and eat it? The thirst that I wake up with every morning, will I come to him for drink? Ooh, that wine is sweet. The Lord's, y'all remember when he was at the wedding, I think it was Cana. They said when Jesus touched it, they said you normally save the best for last. No, they say you normally save the worst for last, but here you save the best. Because at that time, people would get under the influence and they couldn't tell their right from their left foot. But he said, man, this right here. And I'm saying when it comes to us in Jesus, he's prepared for us the best. And the question is not on what he's prepared, but will we come and drink? What is your mentality as you wake up today? Where's your mind at today? What feeds your hunger? What quenches your thirst? Did you know the Lord has already prepared something for us to drink? Did you already know that God has already prepared for us something to eat? No matter what we come across today, God has already prepared the supplication for it. And I want us to be encouraged this morning. Now, I don't care what you're going out to today, whether it be your job, whether it be whatever you're facing, whatever happened yesterday. I'm saying that God has already prepared something today for you to eat and drink that will ready you for whatever you may go through or what you've already went through. The question is, what will you eat? The question is, what will you drink? I'm reminded when I was younger, I come in the house and I'd see food on the stove. My mother would cook food and leave it on the stove. And I remember I sometimes going to the refrigerator without even looking at the stove. And I go in the refrigerator looking, oh man, what is there to eat? Where is there to eat? And I'd go in there and I say, ma'am, mom, you didn't cook nothing? You didn't make nothing? And I grab something from the refrigerator and she tell me, she said, if you'd have looked, you would have seen that I already prepared something. The problem was not that the food wasn't prepared. The problem was I wasn't looking. And I'm just saying this morning, where are you looking? Where will you look as the day approaches? Where will we go as the day approaches? Will I go to the Lord believing that He has prepared what I need in a time of hunger? When I need in a time of thirst, what will quench it? Will my feelings, if I'm find myself in a place feeling some type of way, what will I drink to quench that thirst? I'm reminded of this, of John chapter 4. When Jesus spoke to the woman at the well, this always touched me. And this would remind me today. When Jesus was having a conversation with her about drinking water, in verse 10 in John chapter 4, Jesus answered her, if you knew the gift of God and who is saying to you, give me drink, you would ask him and he would give you living water. In other words, Jesus said, if you understand who you're dealing with, you wouldn't even be caught up in the well that you're drinking from. You'd ask me for water that well can never provide you. You'd ask me for provision that this world can never give you. And that's how I look at it for this morning and how we approach every day. Do we understand the God in whom we serve? Do we understand who we're talking to? Because he said, if you did, you would ask him, believing what he's already prepared. So I'm saying, whatever you face today, whatever is laid before you, I don't care what's sitting at your desk. I don't care what is before you. I don't care what's in the mail. I don't care what phone call you have. I don't care what was yesterday. I don't care what was the week before. I'm not saying those things are not important. I'm not saying those things are not issues. What I'm saying is what he's already prepared. And I'm encouraging this morning as we start our week, don't get caught up in all these things in the world. Don't get caught up in all these wells. No, get caught up in what he's prepared. Don't start drinking that wine. No, drink the wine that he's prepared. Don't start eating from that. Eat from what he's prepared. I'm saying it's important, but just think about it. If he's the God in whom he says he is, wouldn't my cares be important to him? And I'm saying they're more important than I know because he's already prepared. And the question is not about if he cares. The question is not about that he has forsaken me. The question is not about the issue. The question is, will I come to him to eat? Or am I too busy looking in the refrigerator, missing what he's already prepared on the stove? If you knew the gift of God who is saying to you, give me a drink, you would ask him and he would give him water. You would ask him because you recognize he's a father that loves his children. You would recognize that he would never let you go hungry. The question is, will you eat what he's prepared? This is your morning medicine. I'm encouraging you today. What he has prepared for you, your purpose is great. What is prepared for you today, eat of it because somebody needs to see your light. Somebody needs to see your life. Somebody needs to hear your witness. Somebody needs to see your character in God. Somebody needs to be encouraged through your mouth. Somebody needs to hear the gospel through your words. Somebody needs to see what it looks like to eat of that meal. Somebody's thirst is ready to be quenched, and that drink can only be found in you. But I'm saying, how could that drink be found in me if I'm not drinking from the right well? This is your morning medicine. What he has prepared, don't leave anything on the table. I don't care what troubles come today, his food is greater. Y'all be encouraged.